Hello and welcome everybody to PC Tech Spec. Today's episode we're going to be talking about a computer that you can buy for under $100 and it will host pretty much any game server. Now I've been the person in my friends that has been hosting the server because I've had the best internet, the best hardware, and I can play games all in one. But it becomes a hassle when you need to play some more demanding games and you want your game to look good too. So I've had ideas before that I could buy a computer that I would use separately that would run the servers for my friends and I. And so I was looking around on eBay and I found a great computer that was super cheap and you could put a little bit more RAM into it and it was all under $100 for a pretty quality system. Now it's not the best, but we're working with a Dell Optiplex 755 computer that sports a Core 2 Quad Q6700 with 8 gigabytes of 800 megahertz DDR2 RAM. Now I know that sounds very old, but it's actually still quite fast. The RAM speed is not the importance of the RAM because DDR3 even started introducing 1066 or 1333. It all totally depends. And actually this one was a beefed up model. The one guy I bought it from, I got it for 65 base price. I'm going to put a picture of the screen of all the parts I got on eBay because these were all eBay parts. And I got a 2 by 2 gigabyte RAM set. So I got 2 sticks of 2 gigabyte RAM for it, and it had 4 slots so I could put 2 more sticks in. And actually right there it was already quite powerful. And it came with a 1 terabyte hard drive, which is crazy. It was $65 for 1 terabyte hard drive. That quad core, which it normally comes with, what is that? I'm looking right here. It's some kind of dual core. It doesn't specify. I use CNET a lot. CNET is a great source for finding the OEM specs of old computers, and you can reference all that from here. It's pretty accurate. And yeah, it's actually a lot stronger than what it normally would be. And I'm going to say first off, this is not a very good gaming computer, because I dropped a GT630 in it. That's just for a display port. But I mean, it can support some light gaming. You got to trust me on these statistics, but it can run unturned at maybe 50 FPS with some stuttering because there's not much VRAM in the system. It's just not a very good graphics card in general. It's passively cooled, so it can overheat, so I have to turn the power settings down on the whole entire system so it doesn't overwhelm it. The drivers crash quite frequently on it because it's just not a good card all around, but it helped out. I mean, it's better than the G240, arguably. GT240, that's my bad. And yeah, and I tested 2 game servers on it, and what we got was really good results, and I'm going to have footage of that coming up. First, we're going to start with 7 Days to Die, and it actually was quite smooth, even though I couldn't get many zombies to spawn all at once. I tried my best. You might see some forges on top of the house I was near, and forges are supposed to draw in zombies. I'm shooting guns in the air. I'll put all kinds of crazy footage up for you guys, and it just shows that it's running quite smoothly. Like, the bullets are coming in good contact with the zombies. It's not lagging. I set the zombies to spawn 200 max zombies at once, which is overwhelming, but it's not most likely not going to happen. And I put a lot of zombie spawns and all that kind of stuff, but it ran great. So yeah, games like this and Ark will run just fine on this system because these are well optimized when it comes to server side. Now, client side, 7 Days to Die is pretty god awful, but we're not talking about that. We can go over that in a new video at some point. Also, my computer is going to run all these games just fine because the specs are great. I'll put them down in the description. I'll leave them in the description for future videos in case you guys are curious what I'm sporting when I'm recording my videos. Next, we're going to something really simple, but it's definitely a popular server test because it's very CPU intensive, and that was definitely the goal by running the server. So Minecraft we're running next, and I put the world generation on amplified because I remember seeing when you start an amplified world it says you need a beefy PC to run this. So I was like, that's a good test right there. I put the world generation on amplified. It's actually a bucket server, so it's got a couple mods in which will put more load on the CPU. And in the video you'll see I have shaders on, but that's on my end. It's not going to tax the server, of course. and I'm spawning ghasts. I'm flying very quickly over the landscape, which is mostly oceans and like mountainous areas. Like you'll see me run into a Taiga that's like extremely mountainous, and it's just completely CPU taxing on the server because the generation of the chunks is now burdened by the server. So if you had maybe 3 people flying in different directions, yes, this server is not good for that, but it's only, what is it, a Wolfdale Q6700? That's what it is. It's a Wolfdale, so it's pretty old, guys. That's like 2009, 2008. You can look it up for more accurate reference, but we're just talking about great deals here. And so I didn't even mention the fact that I put an SSD into it. It's not the greatest. It was a $20 SSD on eBay, if I can recall. And it's got about 250 megabyte per second read speeds, so it's not bad. It's probably not better than the hard drive that's in it, but it helped a little bit when it comes to loading times and keeping the information traveling between like saving the servers and all that. So this is what you can do for like $65 to begin with, and then you add on a couple of purchases of maybe the graphics card, the SSD, and all that. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think below. Was this a good purchase? Could you have done a lot better if you just bought the parts separately? I don't know, but I saw this opportunity. I jumped on it. It was a great deal. It's working pretty great for me, and so I hope you guys thought so too. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like on this video, leave a comment down below what you thought, subscribe for more content, and I will have a sleeper build in the future. I'm missing just the RAM because, well, we'll say FedEx, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a great day.